Hello, everybody. Welcome to LettermenRow.com. I'm Jeremy Birmingham. This is Birminology. Today, we are talking to the latest Ohio State recruiting decision maker, Dijon Johnson from Tampa's Wharton High School down in Florida. He has made his college decision, and he's going to join us now. Dijon, thank you for joining the show. Congratulations on your decision. How did you come to this point after one visit to Ohio State, a 2-day trip? What made Ohio State the right move for you?
Having a vision and like being with it, being my dream school since I was a little kid, and getting up on campus and see how everything rolls and how they do things and up there, and how the staff is, how the players are, and what type of system would I be in. I feel like I could contribute, and I'll do good things in that system.
As a cornerback, Ohio State is changing a little bit. It's a new coach and Tim Walton, a guy coming from the NFL, coming from Florida where he was with Jacksonville Jaguars the last couple of years. What was it about Tim Walton that you connected with, and why do you trust that his vision for your future and your development is the right one?
He's just a great person, a great coach, a great mentor. He coached the best. He coached the best of the best in the highest level where I want to be at someday. And I just really believe and trust in Coach Walton. I know I can be developed at Ohio State.
You made this trip up to Columbus from Tampa. It's a trip that I think has kind of been in the works for a couple months now. I mean, why was it that the Buckeyes were your dream school? I mean, what made them a team that growing up you were like, hey, Ohio State is a place I want to be?
Just watching Eddie George and Archie Griffin, I always looked up to them. I really liked their game at the time. Like I was playing running back and in Little League, and my grandparents, they used to show me clips of him and what they did at Ohio State. And so I always followed up on that, and ever since I just been keeping up with the culture and the players that came through Ohio State, and they did really good things there. And I feel like I could be the next one.
You know, you are the next one at cornerback, and you are also the next one on Sunday, the second commitment of the day for Ohio State. And I wanted to bring in your future teammate, your 7-on-7 teammate with Team Tampa down there at Bryson Rodgers, who has also announced his decision today. And I was hoping you guys could shed some light on the conversation that you had in the stadium on Saturday afternoon when you both decided, hey, this was the time for me. Bryson, what was it that Dijon said that made you realize we don't need to take more visits, we can just wrap this up?
Yeah, we were sitting about around the 10-yard line on Saturday, walking into the stadium, just seeing the atmosphere and the environment. And me and Didi were just sitting there, and we were just like, hey, man, it's time to lock this in. Like, there's no place other. Because he remembers the time I used to tell him when we were going on in the car going on local Florida visits, like, there's no place that compares to Ohio State. And I kept telling him. And then he finally took account, and he saw it for himself. And then when I saw the look in his eyes, like, I'm ready to lock this in. This is my home. And I was like, man, I've been thinking the same thing. This is me too. And then that's pretty much what he made that decision right after 10. And we'd already been talking about rooming up at Ohio State while we live. They got a great place where you live at. So definitely going to be good to live there. Just getting each other better on and off the field. He's a high star cornerback. I'm a great receiver. So, I mean, we're going to get after it in practice every day. That ain't going to be no concern or issue. We're going to get the best out of each other, but just being there for each other off the field and having that type of bond and friendship off the field is huge for us. So that's pretty much what led us in the direction of Command Ohio State.
You know, Dijon, I think it's interesting because you've never been to Columbus before. You're not from Ohio. Bryson is. Was there something about the Ohio State environment that was different for you than Florida or USC or Oklahoma or any of the other places you've been? What really stood out about the experience?
It's just family atmosphere. Everything is like family oriented. Like you see the players like with their families and how the coaches reacting with them and the coaches' family and all that. Everything with family is just like involved. And I'm a family type of guy, and that's why it was a great deal for me.
Bryson, you've told me before on your last trip to Ohio State, there were three things that really stood out to you. And this time around, I know that there was a couple things that you mentioned, like organization and the purpose of the football program and the staff. What is it about that purpose and organization that makes Ohio State different to you?
Oh yeah, definitely. The staff's such like a great they got such a great format, like you said, organization process they had there. They're very well organized. I mean, they just put you in the right direction. They put you in the right direction every place you're in. Put you in the greatest position just to be the best person you can be. Branding opportunities. Some other things we went through, social media, networking. Just bigger than football there, man. And just that's the biggest thing for me. It's because this game is going to come to an end one day, but you might as well give it all you have right now. And just, I mean, they're giving you those tools and that information to do so. So, I mean, that's probably the biggest thing for me.
How comfortable are you, Dijon, recruiting other players? I mean, you're the first cornerback committed. You guys are now there's 4 players from Florida committed in the class of 2023 out of 9 players. That's a pretty good start. There are a handful of guys in that state. Richard Young, of course, Brandon Ennis, Carnell Tate, Daniel Harris, another cornerback. I mean, are you guys comfortable going out and being on the road and saying, "Hey, come with us to Columbus, Dijon"?
Yes, sir. I'm like very confident in my skill set, and just like bringing guys to the South up north. Just like just to compete for like a national championship, bringing in the guys from the South, and just what the mentality we got from down south and bringing it up north. It'll be a great deal.
Do you guys get tired of hearing that only like the South is the only place that good football is played, or the only place that they care about football? I mean, because obviously you're at Ohio State, you see the environment, you see the stadium, you see the investment they put into the football program. Was that a surprise to you, Dijon, as someone who's never been there before?
Yeah, it was like a surprising because this always been my school, and I always wanted to be a Buckeye growing up. So like just seeing how things roll, it's just a go for me.
Bryson, for you as a receiver, and you're there, you're talking to Brian Hartline. I know coming into this trip, like you thought there was a chance you could commit. On Saturday afternoon, Coach Hartline was about to leave the building before you were like, wait, come back. I mean, what prompted you to say, hey, I need to make sure he knows this before he leaves the building?
Just the type of bond we have with each other. I felt comfortable at that time, and I just felt like it was in God's hands. It was a perfect timing for me, and it really was in God's hands. And now it's Easter Sunday. Is just a great way to say thank you to God and just making my dreams come true. So this day is gonna be special for me. Coach Hartline knows that. He knows it's an amazing moment for me and my family. So yeah, but what really brought me back, wanted me to bring him back into the building was just because I wanted to share that moment with him for all the great things he's done for me in my recruitment process, and just being a great character and a great person, and just not in recruiting but just in life. Like Coach Hartline's just a straight up forward. He has a unique character, and that's what I love about him. And I can't wait to work with him for the next 3 to 5 years.
Dijon, your relationship with Ohio State started with Tony Alford, and it's now morphed into Tim Walton. What is it about those guys that you like as people? I mean, not just throw the stuff about the coaching out the window. What have they done or shown you as just men that makes you feel like they're people you can trust with your future?
Just when we first connected, just like they like saying, they'll be teaching me about like life skills in the long game, and it's not like a business thing. It's like family oriented or oriented, and just like I can trust the word on that.
Did you guys commit in Ryan Day's office at the same time, or was it separate conversations?
I committed, separate. I committed right after the spring game. Coach Hartline was leaving to go back to the Woody, and I committed right there in his at the stadium, his office in the stadium with his wife.
What about you, Dijon?
I told them they was like they're not gonna let me commit nowhere without my like family knowing. So I'm just getting back home and telling my family and they know I'm the coach about Ohio State. So just me telling them, and it's just was a go.
You know, last thing, and I'll let you guys get out of here to celebrate your Sunday and your commitment day. As you were in and around the program in these last couple of days, and it's sort of off topic, but all of this, the conversation about Dwayne Haskins and the loss of his life, did you guys get a sense of really what Ohio State, the culture is about in a different way than maybe you would have not have seen if you were at Ohio State, you know, a month ago, Bryson? I mean, was it different for you just to see that side of things?
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up in that time watching Dwayne Haskins lead that team to many great days of Ohio State football. So, I mean, it was a hard time. That tribute they did was very touching as a Ohio State fan growing up, and also just as a human being. I mean, but it just shows how connected you are to that program no matter what happens. If you don't go to the NFL, if you go to the NFL, successful career, just don't make it. I mean, they just are there for you no matter what. And that just really showed with the Dwayne Haskins situation, and that tribute was one of a kind. So that was definitely a touching moment, and I love the Ohio State staff and organization for that.
Dijon, for you, I mean, as a kid who's never been to Columbus before, and really kind of your first introduction to the staff as people, was that eye-opening in some way? Is that something that like you're going to remember about this trip?
Yeah, it was eye-opening. Rest in peace to him, but it shows that the people in Columbus and Ohio State organization, they like really care. And it's like family oriented, and like I was saying, it was eye opening for me.
How do you guys make sure, Dijon, what's the conversation like with Bryson in June if he says he wants to take an official visit somewhere other than Ohio State? How do you rein him in? I mean, how do you guys keep each other in check now and get to December to signing day?
Well, just telling them we locked in, and tell them like this is home. This home for us. Ain't no place like it. And like just keep pouring into him, and like just keep building that connection with each other, like so we could like feel like so like comfortable with each other, to the point where we don't have to flip anywhere and all that. So
the recruiting business is crazy, right? I mean, you're learning about this every day, I'm sure. But as you, even today on Sunday, it's Easter. How many phone calls have you gotten from other coaches today saying don't commit?
Well, it all started off last night.
Yeah.
I had coaches from other places telling me not to commit and all that, and like saying like Ohio State and all that. But it ain't. It's what I see from my own eyes and in my heart, where my heart at, and how I feel about it.
And Bryson, I mean, I think people with you, there was an expectation again that this could happen. Has there been any phone calls from other schools yet about as soon as you got home saying, "Hey, back off, don't go all in"?
No, I haven't had any calls or anything personally. My decision probably.
That's because you didn't tweet it out that you were making.
Yeah, exactly. My decision is really on the low right now, so I think it's going to shock a lot of people. But I mean, just what Didi said. It's where my heart's at. I mean, my heart's in the city of Ohio always. No matter how much I grew up in Florida, my heart's always in this city, and I'm gonna get back as much as I can. So I'm gonna go put on a show at Ohio State.
Yeah, this is being recorded, folks, to announce, to go public when Dijon makes his announcement. But Bryson's commitment should have happened about 35, 40 minutes ago. So there's a little inside baseball there for you guys. But anyway, look, man, I really do appreciate you guys so much. Happy Easter. Congratulations on your commitments. Thank you for taking time to talk about it with Lettermen Row and On3 subscribers. So thanks very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. Appreciate you.
That is Dijon Johnson and Bryson Rogers. I'm Jeremy Birmingham. This has been a dual commitment edition of Birminology. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.